everybody. Welcome back live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope you're all doing well out there. We got ourselves a music show in our Newburyport studios today. Chad Verbeck in the house out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. One of our favorites, Been Too Long.
Staying up till the break of day with a little bit of sunshine coming my way. Cold beer floating on the sea. Castaway is what I seem to be. 'Cause I'm trying to make my life playing these here songs. Ain't looking to take a wife, but a good-hearted woman come along. And she came along. A lot of people say that I'm a jade, still up my sleeve, I got the ace of spades. And I'm learning to dance again, so take my hand and I'll lead you then. 'Cause I'm trying to make my way, but I think I've got it all wrong. Up all night and sleep all day, don't whiskey ride. Saddest songs, well the sad, sad songs. When those bright little eyes have done had me hypnotized. Think I'm coming on a little too strong. I reckon I'll do alright. 'Cause I'm trying to make you see right through the words of this song. And look straight into me and still want to come along. Oh, won't you come along? There's something I think you're gonna like. Take a ride with me on my motorbike. Put your dark glasses on, a little rev, and we'll be long gone. So I'm trying to tell you safe, but I still get it wrong. 'Cause some words get in the way of my sweet little ditty, daybreak song. My daybreak song. I'm trying to make my way, and I think I've got it all wrong. I'm up all night and sleep all day. Don't whiskey ride the saddest songs. Oh, the sad, sad songs.
Chad Verbeck, nicely done, my man. Sounding great.
Back,
good to see you. It's been too long. I looked back at some of our text messages when we were booking this, and we tried to do this like 3 months ago, and then I guess summer got in the way. And I'm happy I caught you on a perfect day to do it, man. So good to see you.
It is a beautiful day out.
Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? Very good. How's the playing been? You seems like you've been busy.
Good, yeah, busy doing a lot of the local stuff.
Yeah,
and just playing with my 3 different bands, and and working hard, doing a lot of solo stuff. And
we can talk about them actually in a little bit, but I do want to talk about is back to school for the kids, and you're just telling me you had to go find yourself a trumpet.
Yeah, I went down and got a trombone today.
Trombone, sorry.
Yeah, and it's in pretty good shape. Yeah, nice antique trombone that he'll be able to use in band class. My youngest is starting to do some band at school.
Okay.
That's pretty exciting for him.
How old's the youngest?
He's 10.
All right.
He's in 4th grade.
You can name drop him. What's his name? Clark. All right. So Clark on the trombone. We'll be watching.
He'll have the trombone before he sees this or hears this. So it doesn't need to be a surprise that I'm trying to keep.
There you go. Very cool. That's good. Did you do the music thing back in school when you were a kid? Or did you
I did a little bit. I didn't do like band, like actual like marching band or any of those like organized bands. I did some guitar lessons privately and in school and from home. And I just kind of plunked around on guitar and taught myself, really.
It is nice to have the music in the schools. I remember when I was there, I remember it was always like, I remember all the artists I was into were always screaming about whenever they cut budgets at school, they always take music out. And it's the worst.
It's always art schools. For sure. Yeah. I mean, it's a very minimal amount of energy goes into teaching music at school.
Yeah.
And all the equipment is extremely expensive.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing too, right?
You have gym class, and you can go out and buy $70 75 rubber balls, for $75.
That is easier to do, yes.
You can't go out and buy 75 trombones.
Practically, I do get it. Yes, okay. That makes sense, but very good. So is that, do you like this time of year as being dad when the kids go back? Is it bittersweet or?
No, I'm usually ready. Yeah, to be completely honest.
Perfectly good, honest answer.
They're not ready. And then, I'm ready for them to go back to school, but then I forget about all the other things, all the extracurriculars that have to happen after school. So typically the extracurriculars in the summertime are going on during the day, and I get to do it with them. And now extracurriculars are going on after school, and that's when I work.
Okay.
Typically. So
yeah.
My schedule doesn't really jive with all the after school activities that they want to get into, but we've been making it work. The kids are great. So we've got 4 at home right now.
Wow.
And Clark is 10, and then we got 12, 13, and 14 at home.
Okay.
And somebody just started high school. One's in 8th grade, one's in 7th grade. Last year we had 3 in the middle school, which is like nuts. It's just like too much. But it's great. I do get to go in. I worked a little bit with the middle schoolers this year in the middle school orchestra.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I got to go in and play during one of their concerts. I taught them some folk music with a friend of mine, another the lady that runs the New Hampshire Fiddle Ensemble, which is a group choral, orchestral ensemble. Yeah. But focusing on folk music and bluegrass with fiddles, mandolins, banjos, guitars, basses. But sometimes she'll have 120 people on stage.
Yeah.
And she does these group lessons throughout the year around the state at different town halls and theaters in the state, and teaches all these people how to play, and then has performances at each individual local town hall. Oh, wow. So some of the people go to all of them and go and play at them, at every one of them that happens. Other people just do the one that's in their town. Yep. But oftentimes it's very novice players. So she's bringing this music to all these different communities, this fiddle music that maybe they would never experience otherwise, and teaching them how to play it and getting them up on stage to play it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she also does that in schools. So she works with the orchestra. Her name is Ellen Carlson. Okay. And she and I actually met through my oldest's first grade teacher is her life partner. And wow. Yeah, she said, Catherine said to me one time when I was in visiting the class, you want to come in and play at Christmas with my wife, or she's a fiddle player. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. What's her name? She's like, Ellen Carlson. And I was like, wait a minute. Not the Ellen Carlson.
Small world.
Yeah. So I got to meet her, somebody that I had been admiring from a distance for a long time. And we've been able to do a lot together. She plays with my band once in a while. And,
oh, wow.
It's just a really cool relationship, and it was an honor to be invited this year into the middle school. And
great talent, obviously, too. That must be because I do like some of that stuff. I haven't, not huge teaching, but every time I've done the stuff with kids, and I have always found them to be very receptive, and like it is a pretty rewarding thing when
it is incredibly rewarding, and it's really fun. And if they get a lot out of it, you walk away getting even more. Yeah. If they don't get a lot out of it, you kind of see why. You kind of learn a little bit about each kid individually. Yep. And some of them love it. Some of them, are just so into it, and some of them are kind of like, yeah. My son was kind of like, oh, you're here. Hey, Dad.
So you weren't the coolest in his eyes at the moment?
He was pretty happy that I was there eventually.
Dad with the guitar must be cool, right?
We had a good time.
Although it's funny, like the folk music stuff in particular, like I remember we had to go through some of that, like when I was in school. Like I had some, looking back on it, cool professors that were trying to open us up. And when I was in, third grade, Pete Seeger wasn't very cool to me. But, then I got older and became an adult, and I said, Pete Seeger was pretty awesome dude.
Right. One of my guitar teachers in high school introduced me to the music of Eric Clapton, which he was really popular when I was in high school. He put out that Unplugged album. Oh yeah, which became my all-time favorite record. Yeah, and I have learned and know all of the songs from that record because of his introduction of it to me. And,
teachers do have that effect. Yeah, I remember I got into Bob Dylan because of a high school English teacher, and he became one of my favorites. It's funny how you remember that stuff.
Yeah, I traded my first Grateful Dead bootleg with my high school freshman year science teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, and sadly,
A prized possession for you. I know.
it is for sure, for sure, and especially now we lost Bruce this year.
Yeah.
But he was stoked to hear that me and my three buddies were super into the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll give you a bunch of tapes. I've got all these tapes. And he started making tapes for us. And we got into trading tapes at that point, which was, a hugely popular thing in the Grateful Dead community that we were completely unaware of until he showed us the way.
There you go. See, there you go, kids going back to school. Remember these teachers someday. It happens. Speaking of the Dead, we were talking. It's been a while since I've seen you. And one of the last times was at the Fenway Park Dead and Company show.
Yeah, and we had the whole family in tow.
Did you take a school bus home? I guess you had a million kids running around.
We were staying in Somerville at a hotel, and we took the Orange Line. And we had 6 kids under 13 with us at Fenway Park.
It's all family,
4
or
adults.
were you taking some friends along?
Yeah, no, it was my fiance's niece and nephew, twin 9-year-olds at the time, then my 9-year-olds, and my fiance's preteen daughter, and then I had a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old boy with me as well. And, my future sister-in-law and her boyfriend were the other chaperones.
Yep.
And we took the Orange Line in, and got off at Back Bay and walked over to Fenway and saw the whole of the Fenway.
The Fenway.
And when we were on our way back, obviously there's a bit of a rowdy crowd leaving a Grateful Dead show, and there was this one fellow that was clearly seeing kaleidoscopes, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
And he kept on talking about how there was no black or white. He was very racially charged.
Okay.
There was no black or white, but there was only orange, because we were on the Orange Line. There's only orange. There's only orange. And my kids remember that, and they just keep saying, there's no black or white, Dad. There is only orange. And it was great because we were on the Orange Line, and they're like, why is he saying that? I was like, we would color the train.
It's so bad, but in 2025, I was expecting that to be political, like the president or something. Like,
no,
it's the Orange Line.
There's only orange.
They looked like they loved the show. They still had energy afterwards.
They had a blast, and they had. I like making shirts, making T-shirts for them. So a good buddy of mine did the tie-dye work. I printed at another friend's screen printing shop. I printed old Grateful Dead ticket stubs from old previous Boston shows.
Nice.
So they all had a different Boston show on their shirt.
That's a great idea.
With a tie-dye on it. And I don't know how many people stopped them like, wait a minute, Music Hall, Boston City Music Hall, 1976. I was at that show. And the kids are like, yeah, okay, whatever.
It's a great T-shirt idea because, and your kids are probably like, well, so what are these ticket stubs you're talking about? You know?
Right, exactly. It's like such a different thing that they never experienced, and that we certainly didn't have ticket stubs for that one.
Back in the day, you had to.
And you kept them.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of those I have.
I still got a lot. I framed a bunch of. I got a couple of frames where I just thought it would be a good way to keep them and put them all.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I used to have it hanging. Since I've moved, I got it in storage, but I should bring that back.
I have a buddy that made a laminated coffee table that's probably almost as big as this desk.
Another good idea.
And just all of them like
conversation piece, right?
Yeah, conversation piece, and some of them like kind of overlapping, like it wasn't perfectly formulaic.
Yeah.
He had some of them looked like they were just laying on the coffee table. It was very neat underneath, but then like the extras.
Gotcha.
Just kind of threw them on top.
Yeah.
But like all the extras that were just kind of on top were all of his like best ones, like his favorite ones.
Yeah.
And just concert tickets from all over the place. Really cool.
They do trigger memories. I used to keep them all when I was younger, and I was lucky. I got to go to a lot of shows, and yeah, I mean, you look back at them and you're like, oh yeah, that was that night that it just triggers something.
What happened that night? That one night.
And then there's other nights where I'm like,
into the bushes.
That's right. Yeah, hopefully you can remember that part. And then there's other nights where I actually don't quite remember that one. But
or the one you don't want to remember.
Exactly. That one didn't end well that night, but no, man, it's good. It was fun to see you guys all having a blast out there, and it was a good take. I think I told you that night. It was my first Dead & Co. show. I kind of got got into the whole scene a little bit later, and I loved it. It was, for me, it was a great set list, and that
it was a great set
night
list.
2 that night, I think, of Fenway.
Yeah,
But
they had the kids loved Fire on the Mountain that night.
Sure.
That was their favorite, and they don't really love the Grateful Dead music, but they listen to it a lot by default.
They don't have a choice. Yeah.
But they really have been getting into going to Ospey Valley Music Festival, which is a
cool.
thing that we've been doing annually for a long time.
Nice.
And it's just become like a home away from home for them. Once in a while, we get, they do one festival a year. They just started doing 2 this summer. We weren't able to go to the second one, but we've been going for the past, 8 or 9 years every year. And that we're actually going to get married there next summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Next when?
Next summer.
Next summer. Okay. Congratulations, man.
Because the kids love it there so much, and we were like, well, this is the coolest way for us to do it.
What's her name again? It's
Melanie.
Melanie, that's right. Cool. Well, congratulations, Melanie. Very nice. And you. That's outstanding. Very cool. Well, on that note, why don't you play us another one? I like that. You can walk right into another song. You're great, by the way. You walk on here. We're talking 10 seconds before the show. He goes, I wonder what I should start with.
Yeah. I'm still wondering what we're going to do right here.
Chad Verbeck, everybody, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive.
Play this one for Nash. He always requests this one. This is one of my tunes again. Well, don't cry for me if I die on my skis, impaled by a birch branch, tearing turns through the trees, with snow snakes and spruce traps and snow to my knees. Don't cry for me if I die on my skis. And don't cry for me if I die on my bike at 100 miles an hour with no helmet I might. But on the Cagamogas Turnpike, I'm a trucker's delight. So don't cry for me if I die on my bike. Don't cry for me if I die on this stage, with a heart full of music and a head full of sage, with an old man's soul at too young an age. Don't cry for me if I die on this stage, 'cause I'll be the lucky man to go doing what I love, with an ear-to-ear grin when I meet the Lord above. But when heaven won't take me, I'll push and I'll shove in the long lines of hell while I'm burning up. Don't cry for me if I die on this hill. It's so steep for walking, I think that I will. Where my good folks did raise me and they're living still. Don't cry for me if I die on this hill. Don't cry for me if I die in the woods, where fresh air and freedom should do a body good. Lay me down neath a pine tree, know that you should not cry for me if I die in the woods. 'Cause I don't want to go out just any old way, in a car wreck, a heart attack, or fighting cancer for days. I want to go speeding in a sweet glory blaze, so the tale of my death will be told to amaze. Don't cry for me if I die of old age. I never thought that I'd get there, never once in my days. But I loved me a dandy and 3 good boys we raised. So don't cry for me if I die of old age. Darling, don't cry for me if I die in your arms, surrounded by your beauty and your sweet subtle charm. The love that I've lived for could never do me no harm. So don't cry for me if I die in your arms. Don't cry for me if I die in your arms. Don't cry for me, babe, don't cry for me. Don't cry for me if I die in your arms.
Nicely done. Chad Verbeck in the house, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. playing some original tunes here. It's funny. I was joking about the set list thing, but I do always get that feeling with you. You're like I just always have that very. It's all very real when you perform. Like, it's just whatever you're feeling at that moment. I feel like you can kind of get a good. Probably you don't hide very well about how you're feeling on that particular day with your music, right? It's like,
yeah,
I don't know.
And my feelings are on my sleeve. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing for a performer. It's that whole authentic thing, and I pretty much always get that vibe when you come in. So I very much enjoy it. Very cool. Again, Chad Verbeck in the house here out of Portsmouth, and he's been playing all around too. You were actually just did a thing at the Grog recently, right down the street, right?
Yeah, Grog in Newburyport has just started to have their open mic again, which was a staple for many, many moons.
Yeah.
And COVID kind of squashed that, and they were real slow to bring it back, but they're bringing it back. It's starting again. I think it started back in June, actually.
Okay.
And I just did my first hosting duties there in August. Dave Hill, who has long run sound downstairs at the Grog, and runs Fusion Blue Productions out of Byfield and the Byfield Community Arts Center.
Yep.
He's doing the booking there and setting up a bunch of the old time dudes that used to run the open mic down at the Grog. It was I did it for 5 or 6 years way back when, and along with guys like Paul Prue, Artie Francor, a number of other local guys that have hosted the Grog are back doing it again.
Cool.
And
what do hosting duties entail? What's
So you bring your own system, you bring your PA system, you set it up to accommodate maybe 1 or 2 singers and guitar players. And then you play a couple songs at the beginning to kind of break the ice, get the crowd involved, especially like oftentimes it's kind of at the end of the dinner rush, so you might be playing to a full restaurant and you want to kind of keep those people around so they get somebody that's got the experience with a crowd to kind of break the ice. And
we won't open with Rage Against the Machine, but
exactly knows how to read the room and maybe play some appropriate music. And then you bring in the people that sign up and they're kind of allowed to do whatever they want. There's some stipulation. I talk to as the host, you also greet the musicians and talk them through the process. And oftentimes it's first-time people that never played at an open mic before or never played out before. Yeah. And so you kind of got to talk them through it and plug them in, run their sound, make sure it sounds nice. Yeah. Which that's probably the hardest part of the job, because some people don't come with,
if you don't have experience
or the right instrument to make it sound really good, but you got to work with what they got. And it's really fun. I've always loved supporting younger up-and-coming acts, especially in open mics. I've hosted a number of open mics throughout my career.
They're such a cool thing.
They're really fun. It's great to see people do that, get out of their comfort zone.
Well, that's the thing, too, because what you just said about how you love it, I think a lot of people who do eventually take that plunge maybe, but the ones who are maybe put it off, and like, it's, people like you, like you're a professional. Like, I don't want to go up there and not be good in front of this guy. He's probably, like, it's usually those guys, the professionals, they're so almost on 99.9% of the time are so good about, like, this is great, go up there and take your shot, like, you know what you're doing. Like, I'm not here to judge you or criticize. We're going to help you along.
It comes from years of just going to open mics too. It's often when you move into a new area and you're a musician, even if you're a great musician, you got to go find other musicians. Sure. So it's a really easy way to do that, especially if there's an open mic that has, a full band backing, which is not what the Grog does. The Grog one is more of a folk singer-songwriter thing. But there are a number of different open mics in the area that do have a band behind you. Yeah. So you get up and play your song, and you may have a band that's trying to follow along. Yeah. And that really pushes people's limits. They maybe have never played with a band, or maybe don't even know how to explain how their song goes. Yeah, that's true. But they'll say, "Oh, but we'll do this Tom Petty tune instead." Yeah. And the band goes, "Oh yeah, I know that one. We'll do that." And then that person plays with a band that knows the song and plays the song. Yeah. And they're like, "Wow, I need to get a band."
It does. This is gonna, it's a very simple question, but I think you'll probably know where I'm coming from with it. When you do play with a band for the first time, it feels like a storm behind you, right?
Oh, it's like it's remarkable, musical communication
Yeah.
and camaraderie that comes out of it. The first time you're just like blown away. You're like, you're gonna be my best friend forever. You know, you're kind of it's that.
Yeah.
But there also has to be the connection. You know, you can play with I play with new people a lot, and sometimes it's like, oh, person's great. I would love to play with them again. Other times you're just like, there's no connection there.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't like this or that, or they're not into this or that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they weren't, you know, following the lead, or they were leading too much, or they were, you know, however it is. But when you do find even just one other person that you enjoy playing with, and it just happens right then.
Nothing better.
You just go, wow, that was great.
Yeah.
That was really fun. And when you both say it at the same time, hey, that was really cool. It's like you're instantly buddies, and you're instantly wanting to do more. And typically you do. You know, I've been to so many open mics where people meet, and then at the end of the night they're out on the sidewalk playing.
Yeah.
You know, picking.
Yeah, I've seen that
at
myself.
The grog,
yeah.
we used to walk down to the waterfront.
Yeah.
We'd leave the grog at 12 o'clock at night, go down to the waterfront and play till 2.
Didn't stay open late enough.
They used to.
That's
They
true.
used to sometimes.
It's fun. Places do close earlier, don't they, these days?
Gosh, everybody closes earlier.
My girlfriend and I were talking about that the other day. It feels like it's something did change along the line where it's
Yeah, for sure. I mean, COVID did a lot of that.
Yeah, COVID,
It really was a big part of that. When
I'm gonna ban that word
they
at
put
some point.
time limits on us. You know, like
yeah.
restaurants had to be closed at a certain time, and that was kind of lame. But honestly, for my purposes, when I'm playing at a restaurant, it used to be that gigs would start at 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now I'm mostly out by 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. With with having a family at home.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would certainly love it if I was able to stay home until 7, feed everybody supper, and then go out and work while they're sleeping.
Sure. Yeah. Yep, that's true. No,
But it is nice as a aging fellow
stop it
to be home once in a while before 2 a.m. That is really nice.
I'm not. It's funny we talk about that. It's like I got very offended in Maine last weekend. I realized over the summer here that I'm like right in the middle of all my cousins. I'm 38, and then it's like 35 and under, and like 42 and up. So I'm like the one kind of strange person right in the middle.
And I got black sheep.
Yeah, I got left out of the young bloods text conversation, and you would not believe I made more. I don't make a big deal of things. This one really got to me.
That's funny.
Am I not cool anymore, young bloods? No, there's also a new thread now that is young-ish bloods that I thought you should know.
Young-ish bloods. That's fantastic.
I've made the cut.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fully past the young bloods. I believe in my group of first cousins. I have a lot. I have like 38 or something.
Wow,
like that. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and most of them are on one side, but out of all of those cousins, there's only 2 now that don't have their own children. So everybody's kind of grown up. And,
it's happening, yeah.
Yeah, slowly there, and some of my cousins have kids that are, done with college.
Wow.
Like, it's nuts.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
I got my sister was one of 7, so we got a good amount, but not quite 38. We don't quite get that high. But that's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's wild. I mean, family reunions now. It's like, yeah, we can't even. I'm lucky if I can remember everybody's name. Like, my stepdaughter the other day was like, "You don't know Natalie's birthday?" I'm like, "No, I don't know her mom's birthday. She's my first cousin.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're lucky I remember their names."
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, "And which one's Natalie?"
Yep, they'll understand someday.
Yeah,
it's difficult.
Yeah, they will, because they've got now 50-something in their generation that they're trying to keep tabs on.
No kidding, man. Too funny.
Yeah,
well, that's been great. The any other gigs you want to talk about here before we?
This afternoon, I'm playing at the Exeter Brewing Company, which is a really sweet outdoor stage.
Oh,
they
nice.
have music every Thursday on a beautiful outdoor stage right in Exeter. I do hail from Portsmouth, but I live in Stratham, which is right directly between Portsmouth and Exeter. So My local fan base and my local gig squad is typically Exeter, Portsmouth. I do a little bit here in Newburyport, but Hampton, and then I'm in the mountains a lot in the winter, and I'll be doing that again. I play. I have been playing for years at Cannon Mountain. I've been playing a lot the last few years at Loon Mountain.
Nice. The mountain gigs are fun, aren't they?
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah.
They're the best, especially because I like to ski and I like to not pay for it.
Yeah, they throw you some passes.
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah.
Occasionally I got a ticket here and there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Definitely the best benefit, and the kids love it too because they can come up and we can ski together before I start playing, which is great.
Yeah, a day of skiing and I used to I'm not like a diehard skier. I like the atmosphere of it. I've skied since I was a kid. I can ski, but as I got older, it was just I'm a summer boy. I like the more summer. So give me a few runs down I'll do it a few times. I'll go do my thing, and then I would like to come in and preferably there's an acoustic guy playing guitar and and a nice bar.
Chowder and a couple of beers.
That's where I like to be. I'll say hello to everybody else who comes in and wants to go back out. There you go. Oh God, now I feel like winter's coming quick. There we go.
It's coming. It's fast on our heels.
Once the kids go back to school, it's like I don't have kids, but I feel it when you do send the kids off. I feel like that's right around the corner. So very cool, man. It's been great to catch up with you again. This has been fun as always. You're one of our favorites who comes in. You sound great. Songs are great. Are those new ones or old ones you've been playing?
The first one's pretty old, actually. Yeah. It was just the one that came to mind.
Yep.
As a tune that Rock Spring, my bluegrass band, wrote here in Newburyport.
Oh, okay.
I think we did a lot of working on it at the Grog.
Wow.
As a matter of fact.
So that's how it all comes together.
The last one is a little more recent, but probably not too recent. It's definitely going on the next record.
You can't remember cousins' names. How am I going to remember this?
When did I write that song? I don't know. I've been playing it for a while. This next one that I'm going to do is kind of it's a kind of a poignant tune that I wrote a little while back. But it's kind of about the way things are and the way we're doing things in our world and in our country, and if we could possibly turn it around.
I love it. Very good. Chad Verbeck, can you give your Instagram real quickly, just because I don't mean to break your rhythm, but you are great.
Instagram's at @verbs5, and Facebook is Chad Verbeck Music, and website is chadverbeck.co.
Go find him, everybody. He's fantastic.
My phone number is 555.
Go find him out there. He's a great performer, as you can tell, and he's a great guy. This has been great. Thank you, Chad. Bringing us home, Chad Verbeck. Live at Drew's house. See you next time, everybody. Peace.
Where are they leading us? How did they gain our trust? If war is a must, I might be leaving. Who gave them the right to put up this fight and forget what's right while the world is grieving? The only thing we have to show, too many 6-foot holes in the ground. The truth we may never know. Are we even trying to turn around? I just can't stay. Too much fear today. They've got me on my way, and I'm on the run. For only seems unplanned how divided we stand. I only hope we can put down the gun. For the only thing we have to show, too many 6-foot holes in the ground, and at peace we may never know. Are we even trying to turn around? Turn around. We can turn around. I hope we can. I'm gonna make a plan to take a stand. Turn around. Mothers need cry, or brothers need die. If you and I can turn around. I was walking down by the tree, by the water, holding on to the hand of my grandmother's daughter, and she said, son, when you see the darkness, face the light.